Hello and welcome, Savvy Sagittarius. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I'm here to do your tarot astrology for February 2020. If you like this video, please give it a like. I'd really appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the notification bell. That would be fabulous. Well, dear Sagittarians, just a tiny bit of quite a month this month compared to what we've all been through over recent months. It really has been full on. And we do have a full on turbulent year this year with 6 eclipses, which doesn't normally happen. So we had 2 eclipses last month. Fortunately, there are none this month, but we do have Mercury retrograde from the 18th of February through to March 9, and there is up to 2 weeks or so a little bit of a thing called a shadow period. So either side of those dates, as the energy of the retrograde comes on, it gets stronger. As Mercury is retrograding or about to retrograde, it gets stronger, and as Mercury turns direct, it gets weaker at the end there. So that could cause problems with miscommunications, delays, general confusion and discombobulation. And, it's really important that you back up all your devices before Mercury retrogrades full pelt. But the good side of it is it's great for going back and finishing off things that you just didn't have the energy or the motivation to finish. Can often bring back situations from the past, old lovers, old school friends, people you haven't heard of come back into your life. So there is an upside. Alrighty, so if you don't know anything about me, I'll just tell you really quickly. I do the horoscope first, a little bit of psychic channeling before doing some tarot, and a psychic summary at the end. Alrighty, so the focus, dear Sag, is on your home and family and your money this month, okay? And on the 8th we have Venus going into your 5th house. And that's all about the childlike side of you. Deep down inside, we all have a little boy or girl that is still sort of at the point where there may have been some trauma or drama and they're stuck there in some way. And so we can actually go down into our subconscious and work with that energy and release that energy. And so we're all called to do that. The upside of that is all this sort of inner child aspect that we have. It brings fun and love into our lives, and gives us a real sort of boost. When that child is happy, we're happy. So with Venus going into your 5th house, you could have more to do with children in the outside world as well. And it could really pique your creativity. You may be feeling much more inventive and creative this month. It's also great for romance, especially with Venus in the 5th house. You could be really, really glowing in the Venusian glow, and people recognize this, and it feels like a magnetic attraction. So when you meet somebody and you give them the eye and they give you the eye, could be a bit like that, with Venus there. So if you're looking for another relationship, odds on that you'll be out and about and magnetically attracting people this month. It's also great for business. It brings new customers into your door, and people want to deal with you. They're attracted to you. 9th sees a full moon in your 9th house, which is the higher mind. It's all about study, but I don't mean necessarily organized study. It could be just like learning. And what are you going to do with that? Are you going to share it with somebody else? You could if you wish to. It's also great for your spirituality. The full moon's really sort of shaking things up for you to get more in touch with what's going deep down in your subconscious, and The ninth house is also about travel and foreign connections. So you could be thinking about overseas trip, or you might meet people come from another country, and you get on like a house on fire, particularly as it's around the time that Venus is in your 5th house, and you want to have more fun. And if you want to meet somebody going overseas, that could really work for you. 17th sees Mars in your 1st house, which is your sign, so that's likely to give you sorry, I'm really hoarse today, and that's likely to give you a tremendous amount of motivation and to set you up for the next cycle. In fact, you could feel really inspired about what it is that you want to do, and you could be really motivated to go out there and get it. Mid-month, it moves into your 2nd house, joining Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto. So Mars in 2nd house is about your finances, and if you've had issues with money, you might think of some great ways to make new money, or if you're in a job that doesn't pay very much, you might go for another job that has better pay structure. But also you could turn your hobbies into money, or sell things from around the home, because it's amazing how much stuff we all collect. Mercury is retrograde from the 18th to February to the March 9th in your 4th house of home and family. All right, so this could be delays around things you want to do at home, like activities, maybe family gatherings, for example, and there's some sort of, chopping and changing or delay around a family gathering, or even with the various different family members, okay? There's sort of confusion with Mercury retrograde, so it could be misunderstandings with family members as well, or even people who come into the home to do a job, like a tradesperson, for example. People that visit your home, you come on the wrong date, or they think, you think they're supposed to come on such and such a date, and they come on a different date. 19th sees the Sun into your 4th house, and the 23rd sees a new moon into your 4th house. Okay, again, home and family, there's likely to be insight and actually happiness around a situation and a new beginning. Maybe you resolve an issue with a family member, and you get, the relationship on a better footing. That's possible. But there are changes at home. You could be thinking also about downsizing, relocating, or renovating. It might be time. A typical scenario would be like parents getting older and they want to downsize, and there has to be a family gathering about what's going to happen to the house and all that sort of stuff. Okay, now let's go to the board, and I will do some tarot cards for you. And I've already shaken these, I've already shuffled and shaken these up, but I'll give them a quick shuffle and shake again while we're proceeding. First thing though, what I'll do is pick a card for 1 week of the month, and give you a psychic interpretation before I draw a card. So they're jumping out there. They can't wait to get out onto the board, but I'm not ready yet. So, okay, so closing my eyes now for you, Savvy Sagittarius, for the first week of February. I've got flashes of silver in front of me. These are coins. Coins suggest change. Okay, I'm seeing all these piles of coins. It could be change to do with your finance, or just lots of changes in your life generally. Sorry, I've done so many live streams today, my voice is hoarse. This is the last one for today. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing more and more. It's almost like a casino, what I'm seeing. It's like the luck of the draw as to what change you get in your life. All right, so the card that comes out is this one, and it's the 7 of Cups. All right, this is time to really put your foot down and to make a boundary. There could be conflict in the background somewhere, and this is time you say no. It's a very simple, easy word to say. Just practice on your pets if you have a problem saying no. But it's like there's something going on. I want to say in the family, because it could be to do, with so much to do with your family in the horoscope. It could be to do with your family. You see a little dragon here coming out of the cup. Here there's an angel. Here there's a mask. So all the cups have little sort of symbols. But know that you are protected by spirit at all times with this little angel here. So it is appropriate for you to put your hand up and set a boundary. And if you're fed up with the conflict or the disagreements in the background, and I want to say family particularly, that's fine. You don't have to put up with that kind of stuff anymore. That's the first week. It's actually a good card because this gives you the ability to say no and the ability to become stronger in yourself. All right, second week of February. Second week of February, and we'll see what comes out. I'm going to go with that one. Okay, closing my eyes now. Savvy Sagittarius. Okay, I see a rocket taking off. This is a new idea or a new project that is going to be born in the second week of February. It's got the stamp of your uniqueness on it. So it's like something, a creative idea, a project, or something that you're responsible for. And I'll go with this card, which is the Hangman. This is about delays. Maybe you've been trying to do something for a while and it just hasn't been the appropriate time. There is more waiting. It's a bit like being pregnant and saying, get this baby out of me. You know it's coming, but you don't know when it's coming. It will happen. There's red for action here and there's blue for expressing yourself. This card is a bit like in numerology. There is the number 0. 0 is referred to as a number in numerology. Between the end of the cycle 9 and the beginning of the new cycle 1. So you're just in this spiritual limbo here for a little while all of the energies line up, but that's fine. We all have to wait for something. All right, and third week of February, Savvy Sagittarius. Third week of February. Okay, and I'm closing my eyes now. Sagittarius. Okay, it's like here on the hands there's change. Sorry, I was trying to say chain. There's chain, but it come out as change. So I'm sure they're both right. Chain and change. Chain was what I could see, and I know this is going to fall off. There's just something stopping you from reaching out and doing what you want to do. But look, the chain was across these 3 fingers, and I know it's going to come off. It's like you're champing at the bit to do something, and this chain will be removed. Yeah, there's a judgment being made in spirit. It's like a courtroom I'm in now. And the judge comes down with his gavel and it's sort of all over Red Rover. So there is a change coming there. Third week of February, and let's go with this card. All right, and it's the 3 of Wands. This is a group project, can be at work or can be with family. There's a lot of sort of passion here. And some people are a bit over the top with their feelings. See all this colour down the bottom here, orange and yellow and red. This woman in the middle is very passionate. This one on the end in black, something's hidden. Maybe she's got a secret agenda that she hasn't told you. This one's in white, more spiritual, sort of honest person. And they mean to take action. Look, they will take action. They will get across the line of what the group wants to do. but don't get involved in any little hiccups or glitches of personalities when they're all trying to get their point across. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. So this could be at work, where you're working on something with other people. It'll be fine. Just don't get emotionally involved if you can help it. It could be at a family situation like I was referring to before, you know, parents selling up, or something to do around the home, okay? And everybody wants their say. It's a very sort of fiery, you know, like I said, a lot of passion, a fiery sort of situation, so there could be a few words spoken. They might have words, okay? Last week of the month for Savvy Sagittarius, I get a feeling of this real openness and expansiveness around you. You might go on a little trip. I've got cards leaping out, but I'm not ready for them yet. And I'm going to close my eyes now and see what I come up with. Okay, so I was getting the sense, oh, what's that picture there? Okay, so I was getting the sense of like being in parkland, travel, really expanding horizons. And then the next thing I see is like white paper, note paper, and writing with a pen. So some communications going on. I feel it's between friends, and you know, maybe you're planning you know, a social gathering or something to do together that's going to, and now I see somebody's eyes being opened up. There's some information coming to you that will open your eyes. You'll get a lot of insight into a situation that you didn't happen before, you didn't know about before, and then you're going to understand why it is the way it is. All right, and the card that comes up is the King of Cups. All right, this guy is generous, magnanimous. This is like a father figure, but it's the good, positive side of the masculine, divine masculine energy. He's sitting on a shell with a clam at the back here. He has some blue. He expresses his feelings. He's got gold here. There's, you know, a lot of spiritual value in what he says. He's very well balanced. He's in touch with his emotions. There's a lot of yellow in the back here, which is a solar plexus type energy. Again, fiery energy, motivation. He motivates people. He inspires people to be who they really are. So this is like, you know, the best of the best, the father that you could have, but you may not have, sadly to say. But yeah, a very beautiful, generous, affectionate, masculine energy. So it looks like you start off at the start of the month more or less sort of defending yourself or saying no to a situation. There's some delays. There's also some discussion with a group of people. If it's 3 people, do be aware that sometimes 2 of those people can gang up against one person. So if you see that happening, just bow out of it. But at the end, this beautiful masculine divinity comes in, and the end of the month is very positive for you. So that's quite a good thing. All right, so what will happen now? I'll just close my eyes and see what I can see. Just to summarize here, so I've got the King of Cups here, and he's got a big gold medallion around his neck, and the word I get is largesse. I can't think of how it's pronounced. I've forgotten how it's pronounced. Anyway, what it means is he's generous, and he's taken this off, and he's going to put it around your neck, and you're going to get some of this very valuable, precious spiritual energy, and it's all in gold, you know. So Spirit would like me to congratulate you, because by the time you get through February, it's like you've gone up another level, spiritually speaking. So well done, Savvy Sagittarius. That's fantastic. Okay, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell. Most importantly, have a wonderful month, and thanks so much for watching this today. I shall catch you again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.